Hello, welcome to Fine Moon Rising. This is Pisces, September 2025, Tarot, Astrology, and Predictions. So I'm going to be examining the energy for September for you and creating a drawing that kind of depicts the energy for you. And yours was kind of funny, actually. It's like giant eyeballs or something. It's a little creepy, but you know, maybe you're like a spooky type of person and we're headed towards October, so might be fitting. All right, let me pull out the tarot, then we'll do some astrology, and then we'll move back to tarot again. First card out is the Death card, followed by the Devil card as explainer, the Six of Cups, followed by the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, followed by the Page of Wands, and then overarching energy is the Tower, the Star, and the Four of Pentacles. And as I was shuffling, I did notice that we did have the Emperor energy as well as the Fool when I cut the deck in half. So, and it showed up as kind of a powerful energy for you. And what were the words? There were words that came, and they were the Fool's journey, or the Fool's taking a risk, because it's not a fool's errand, but it's a fool's journey. So starting over, starting again, refreshing, things like that. Okay, so Death card and the Devil card. So for you, there is something to do with, and I'm taking notes a little bit here, there's something to do with Plutonian energy, of course, and the energy of destructing something, taking something down in order to rebuild something. I think that you have been feeling very trapped and stuck in a certain situation. Maybe like there's no way out. And it could be a mental situation. You just feel like, oh my gosh, this is Groundhog Day. It's the things are happening the same over and over and over again. Wake up, it's the same day. Wake up, I feel the same way. Something like that. But there's it's almost like something has become stagnant and it's time to move that energy. So I feel like there is a movement of the energy with this Death card, and it's very Plutonian, which means a little bit more destructive. And so I do feel like the only way to break it down is to remove it and destroy it. So which means pushing that energy in different directions, moving, actually doing things. You could be moving, you could be changing things in your life that actually move that energy forward. Let's see, there is some mental trappings, of course, and there's something that popped in that said take the offer. There is an offer coming in and you should take, definitely consider it. So there, and it might seem risky or different or weird, something you haven't done before, but I feel like it builds on your experience, meaning that you can really thrive and be creative in this, with this new offer. So there is some sort of offer and there is time to let something go. With the Six of Cups, the Ten of Swords here, it's time to close it off for good, say goodbye, just let it go, close it down. And it is time to rebrand, redo, reestablish something. So you might be going back to the drawing board on a couple of things, just because it is time to reestablish. And I feel like reestablishing yourself is much like a plant. You're going to grow grow better, I guess, in this different pot, so to speak. So I feel like there is an energy of reviving something from the past that you had once done, but maybe you moved away from it for whatever reason. It could have been a business endeavor, it could have been a creative endeavor, could have been a group of people or someone, or something that you once did that was very creative in nature, and you moved away from it for whatever reason. Maybe it was just not the right time, or you felt like it wouldn't be received, but now it's time to rebrand, restart, renew, revive. Okay, and let the universe provide here with this Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. Let's see, don't stay where you are. You are actively working on your serenity here with this Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you are kind of taking control of things in your life, and more actively. I guess before you may have been going with the flow, and that might have gotten you into an off path direction, and now you're moving back to the on path direction, almost a destined pathway, but also using your free will. You have free will, of course, so there's always this kind of, there's destined things that we are to learn, but you can choose how you learn them. And I feel like you got off path, and it was like, where did I go, what did I do, what are my goals? You're revisiting, you're coming back to the path. Okay, and when this Page of Wands, you can make things happen. So I feel like it felt very pre-magician energy to me, that I kind of assumed the magician would show up, but it's not, maybe the next reading, it's just not here now, because you are starting over, you are rebuilding. And so I do feel like this is that rebuild energy, and I think that it's a good place to start. Page of Wands is nothing to scoff at. It is that pre-magician. It is that using the skills and creative energy to your advantage, to your benefit, also building on experiences from the past. So there's something here about that. Overall energy for you is the Tower, the Star, and the Four of Pentacles. And I feel like that with this Tower energy, I just think it's a redirection. I don't think it's, you are actually destroying the path that you're on now, because it's just not the right direction to go. And so I feel like maybe it had caused some issues with you, could be, caused some depression, could cause some other things, but I feel like you just got so off path that it's now time to redirect. And that's what this Tower is. It's just a simple redirection with this Star, and this Star is coming back to you, coming back to peace. I believe that you're a peaceful individual, and I believe that you reside in a peaceful space in the world, and that's what you create. Very caring, loving situation, also very creative. And so I feel like you're coming back to that space in your life, and I think that's where you're going to be rebuilding from. Four of Pentacles, the universe wants to provide. So long as you don't hold on to past, don't grip it, grip on something to rip it and grip it, I don't know, something funny. But there's something here about not holding on too tightly to the past and lingering in that space. Really just cut ties and move forward. That's really what we need to do here. Okay, and let's go into the astrology here. And I'm not an astrologer, so I like to use Sky Guide and see where stuff actually is in the sky. And that's how I kind of, and this stood out to me, Venus in Cancer, and I just felt like it was something that needed to happen for you. And as I'm drawing here, I felt like these were kind of like really weird, big, giant eyeballs. And I usually use acrylic, and so I do have like kind of these crazy eyeballs in a very large painting. They don't look like this, but it's like a dot. It looks like a matrix a little bit. However, for you, I just felt like there was this energy of something new and different, but builds on past experiences. So I do feel like they kind of look like in that movie Arrival, where the aliens come and they try and draw their language, and it's circles, black circles with these kind of little things, tendril-y things flying off. I kind of felt like that. Something new, something different, a new type of vision, I believe, for Pisces is coming in here. And so I wanted to attach that, but I thought it was like a little weird and a little creepy. So I don't know, it's part of your creativity, because we do have to destroy to rebuild. And so there's that balance of like getting rid of things that are no longer, the right path, but starting fresh, anew, kind of as yourself. So anyway, Venus in Cancer, I think you need to create a sanctuary for yourself. There has to be some sort of space that is safe for you, safe people, sanctuary people who are actually on your side, will help you move forward, if nothing but for a safe place to discuss things in your life. So however that needs to happen, there needs to be a spot in your life while you're going through these changes, while you're redirecting your path and coming back to you, coming back to that creative kind of fun person that you are, and that peaceful energy that you are. There needs to be this safe space for you to kind of relax, recharge. Okay, a lot of transformation is happening, and it's required for you to take care of your health at this time. So that sanctuary might be just it for you. It might really help you on your path to see, kind of do a mental body check-in as well. You can kind of do those meditations where you check on your body, what is not feeling right, and then go from there. If you need to seek assistance, you can. Okay, it's a large life transformation, if I could talk, and also small mind and habit shifting. So there could be tiny habits throughout the day that you're noticing that need to be shifted, changed into something more productive, because again, your path is shifting. And I think we are in a time of supporting you. Like you need to definitely support yourself on this journey. And so there will be small mind tweaks that need to happen. Maybe how you've been thinking about things in the past is no longer going to examining your thoughts, right? Thoughts are things. What's going through your mind? How did you get off track? How do you get yourself back on, type thing? And I think that there's something here about really coming back to like, what? I used to think, in this mindset, I used to be this way, and then for some reason I'm not that way. Maybe it just was influences, and then you just went with it, and maybe you're not doing that anymore. So there's something here about you really shifting your mindset. Save room for creativity as it provides profound insight. So for you with this Venus in Cancer, there's definitely something here about having that safe space to create, having that safe space to really explore, be it, art, meditation, people that surround you, anything that is your creative happy place. Maybe you like to go on hikes, walks, swim, something, maybe sea life is your thing because, you're Pisces, but, it's not always the case. Whatever it is that's going to bring that creative energy into your mind in that safe space will definitely help you move through this and keep you just mentally on the right page for changing your direction, because I just feel like this is a very big transformation for you. Okay, and here's some end cards for you. We have the Five of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. And so this is that looking towards the past too much. Move into the future. We are moving to Queen of Pentacles, creating your reality, and Ace of Swords. That is energy to keep moving, keep going. That is mental energy of clarity. Okay, Pisces, if you enjoyed this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.